Cafe Willoughby with your hosts Tyler Brown and Sam I Am Willoughby, Sir Richard Fistwell, and the baddest BMXers and industry heavy hitters on the planet. Let's get it on! Start your engines and let's get it on!
Yeah, all right. 19th of June.
Throwing drinks on ourselves. We're running late.
We are late tonight, but we're here. We've got a show lined up. We're doing a little Father's Day special this week. We've had a famous man being calling around the industry today a bit, so we're getting a bit of insight on some different dads in our sport, some of the characters, and so we've got those to play for you tonight. We're going to recap the Tangent Pro-Am. We're going to put a fork in some stuff. We're going to start our new segment, Countdown to the World Championships, and we're going to count down the best elite mains over the next 5 or 6 weeks, and we're going to start tonight with the last main that was won on US soil by Dale Holmes back in 01. So we're going to have Dale come on. We're going to show that race.
I'm going to be hitting two computers trying to get everything going here since we are running late, so Sam's going to just talk the whole night.
Nic Long's coming in studio, so that'll be fun. That could go anywhere. And we're going to open the phone lines, and look at that. We're here.
Oh, look at that. Right on time. Right on time. Nick, we're actually running late, so you're perfect on time.
Jukio's here.
He didn't make his entrance yet.
Jukio. Konnichiwa. We got Mila in the background. Yeah, we're not going to be able to email this. It's too big. We'll be able to email a couple.
All right.
Yeah.
Dog's going off because Nick's here. So, yeah, so we've got a bit of a rough start tonight, but that's what we're about here. Like we said, we don't claim this show to be anything special. It's janky. That's what we do. So,
but we're here. It's Monday night. We're trying to send some audio so you guys can take a listen to it.
Keep those questions coming in the chat room tonight, and we're also going to open up that phone line as well. So, I guess we will.
What do you want to talk about, Sam? What have you been up to, man? I had a good weekend. I can double dip. I can type and talk at the same time. I went over to the Tangent Pro-Am over the weekend. That was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to talking about that with Nicky Short. A lot of fun racing him all day.
Had that short back end.
Nicky Short had that little tiny back end, but no disc brake. Some fans were bummed about that. They were commenting on Instagram that he didn't have his disc brake on there.
What about the Japanese bomber in the semi?
Oh, the semi-bomber? Yeah, if you guys didn't check out that Tangent Pro-Am, they had a lot of stuff going on, like on their Facebook Live and all that stuff. So I'm still, like I said, I'm just about done sending these audio files here.
Not a lot changed for me this week. I mean, I keep copping flack for Fitzwell's work on
Do
Instagram.
You?
Yeah.
People are just still giving you drama over that guy?
Yeah.
Don't they realize that you have nothing, you can't control that guy?
I have nothing to do with him.
Yeah, you have nothing to control with him. You can't do anything. He just goes.
Yeah.
What are people saying on the, how's the audio, guys? Did we finally get one thing right? Don't worry, I'm sure the internet's going to cut out in about 2 minutes and we'll lose you at some point, but are we at least getting the audio right this time?
All right.
So what do we want to get into first? We talked about the little show intro. What about you? Do you have a good Father's Day?
It was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. How many kids do you have now?
I got 3. They all came over.
Are they running around Adelaide? What about you guys out there? You guys have a good Father's Day? I spent mine. Actually, I didn't really do too much. I got a couple dogs, so I'm a dad dog. That's about it. It's the only thing I'm a father to at the moment. Nothing else. But we do have a fun Father's Day episode. I guess we could kind of give them a little insight into what we have here for the Father's Day episode, huh?
Yeah.
So
I did it briefly, but you give them a heads up.
So we all know the crazy dads out there. So what we decided to do is we decided to call some industry insiders with our version of the crazy dads. You know, we have the protest dad that wants to protest everything. We have the we dad, you know, we won, we crashed, we're training, we're looking forward to Worlds, all that. What was the other dad we did a call on?
So you did a sponsorship, Dad?
Yeah, we called looking for a sponsorship. We called looking for training.
Protesting.
Yeah, we called to protest, yes.
Yeah, so there's three calls.
Yeah. So those should be a pretty good one. Should we just jump into one of those ones right off the bat?
May as well. So this will
Is it pulling up on your email?
Well, I don't have it on here yet, so we might have to.
We might just have to.
We can start. Let's start with the training one.
So this is your typical training dad. You know, we all see him out at the track. The dad that great dads, they're awesome and all, but they're really, really concerned about how many sprints we're gonna do, how their times are looking, how's their gate starts looking. And when I say we, it's really just the kid riding. but the dad wants to worry about everything too. So who did we call on this one?
So we went with everyone's favorite man down at the training center, head coach Kramer.
Yeah. Andrew Kramer, if you might not have all known of him, he works at the USA Training Center with Jamie's staff there, and so we wanted to give Kramer a call and see how he could help out Tornado Tommy.
Tornado Tommy. All right, here it is. It's about 10 minutes long.
Maybe. We all have our technical difficulties.
To send a voicemail, press 2.
Let us know if it's good volume.
Hello, it's Andrew Kramer.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Kramer. My name. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can.
Hello, how you doing? My name is Steve McFarland. I'm calling you from Atlanta, Georgia. I take it you got my voicemail, and we're running out there in Rockford this weekend. We spoke to a young gentleman from Minnesota that I believe does some training with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the gentleman's name.
Yeah. I've been working with him since Rock Hill.
So we were looking at. So I believe that you're located at the Olympic Training Center.
This might be Fitzwell's cousin talking.
Because I'm the assistant coach for the U.S. team here.
Fantastic. My son Tom, he currently races in the 9 class, and we're getting all sized up here for the World Championships. He's gonna go down there and run it on the cruiser. He didn't make it on the 20, but we were looking to get a little training in prior to that, and I've been told you're a man to speak to.
All right, well, I appreciate the call. I definitely get some information written down. So right now,
So we'd be looking to
normally race it.
We'd be looking to come on out there to the training center and run some laps out there, and hopefully do a little one-on-one time with you leading up to the championships.
And where at?
Out there where you are, California.
Okay. Yeah. Let me. Does he normally race?
So you're the Olympic coach out there?
Well, I'm not.
Who has a dad that does this kind of stuff? Comment if you do.
With the riders and mostly just like helping to run their sessions, doing video time, data analysis.
Oh, great!
For them.
We're always running times. We would love to get in times and that kind of thing.
Well, has he raced on the, has he ridden on the cross course, or is he purely on the small track, on the NBA track?
Well, we got a track in the backyard that we've, I work in construction myself, so I run a dozer.
Those are rookie numbers in this rack.
We beefed that thing up quite a bit since he qualified for the cruiser.
And does he normally also race 20-inch as well?
Well, we do run the 20, but he'll only be running the cruiser at the championships.
Yeah, no, that's...
Sam's a man of many voices.
So when we come out there, where would he be able to stay? Does he stay on the Olympic training site?
That's something I'd have to talk to my boss about.
It might be too long.
Being so young. You said he was 9, right?
He's 9. He'll be turning 10 January 14th of 2018.
Okay. Yeah, with him being so young, you guys might have to just stay at a local hotel.
All right, let's cut it there. Let's cut it there. You guys get the drift. You guys get the drift. You know the training dad. Kramer wasn't letting us in the training center. We were trying to get in there. Shout out to Kramer for listening in and having a good laugh. But like we said, Father's Day edition. We all know those dads out there. Sam, what was your dad like? Was he a crazy training dad?
Mm-mm.
No?
Far from it.
Far from it. Nick, how was Big Don?
Oh, he is still always looking for sponsors.
Yeah?
He's gonna make a living, you know.
No, we're talking about, was he a crazy training dad?
Oh, hell yeah, he was.
He was the king of timers, right?
Yeah.
He was the king of
He
timers.
still swears by it.
There you go. There you go.
Get him on the line.
Maybe we'll call in Don today for a Father's Day.
We might have to give him a ring. Get his philosophy on training and stuff like that. So one other thing we wanted to do next, we wanted to do a little Worlds hype here. We're really excited. We got the World Championship. How many weeks away is it, Sam?
It is 6
weeks?
6.
6 weeks. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to play a World Championship race. So we figured a good one to start off with was the last time we had the Worlds in here in the USA. So we're going to give... Let me find my phone. Where did I put my phone?
That's right. It's filming you.
Oh, it's filming me. Yeah, it's over there somewhere. I knew it's there. So we're going to give Dale Holmes a call here in a few. But we're going to play the video first and just kind of give you guys a little intro of the World Championship in Louisville, what it was like last time. Then we'll get Dale on the phone, kind of get some insight from him on the World Championship. So check out this video of some sweet BMX action from Louisville.
We are underway for the final event of the day here in Louisville, Kentucky, and it's a mad race to the first turn. Dale Holmes is up there. LeCouche and Stupphauser also battling for the first position, but it is Dale Holmes. Take a look at Dale on the inside. LeCouche right there. He passes him. Holmes takes the lead around the corner. Stupphauser trying to go. We have an accident. But Dale Holmes unscathed. He has no clue what's going on behind him. He doesn't care. The World Championship is in front of him. Dale Holmes is going to win it. He takes one last look back, and he knows he has won this thing. Ivo LeCouche finishes in second. Randy Stupphauser in third. How about it? An outstanding race.
All right, there you go. We got Dale getting the big win. We saw some pretty good battles through that. We had a handful of Americans making the main. Nate Berkheimer, Jason Richardson going for the whole shot. Brandon Meadows, a bunch of guys who used to race but don't really race anymore. But what do you think of that one?
Yeah, it was a little before my international scene time, but I remember watching it, and it's a pretty interesting race. The guy on the outside was Evo, that's Maris's coach.
Yes,
so the guy that almost got the whole shot. So yeah, a lot of big names in there. But it's crazy to think that was 2001. That's the last time the Worlds was in American soil.
And it's crazy to see just like the track and like the pro section, how it didn't really look that big. You know, especially you had a big wind up around the first turn and stuff like that. But those guys were just bumping all the way up to it. One thing I want to ask Dale about, it sounds like there was a lot of drama with that track and how they built it and stuff like that.
Yep.
So that'll be good to kind of hear from him. What do you say we just get Dale on the phone and see what he has to say about that?
There's always drama with the pros.
Always drama. So Dale's a good one. Dale was actually at my track today. He had his YMCA kids out there. So he's doing some cool things within BMX now. But let's get Dale on the phone and do some Worlds talk. Worlds talk with the buddies, you know?
Willoughby.
Dale, what's going on, man? How are you?
Good. How's it going, guys?
Doing good, D. We just watched you win the championships in 01.
2001.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was it. So what we're trying to do here, just to give you a little insight on everything else, is the volume's up all the way. Is we just want to run through a World Championship each week and kind of bring some hype around the Worlds. It's getting ready to be here in Rock Hill. We thought you'd be a killer spot to start off since you won the last World Championship here in America. So tell us about it, man. How was that?
Yeah, it was, for me, I was just coming back from injury. I had broken my thumb 3 months to that, so it's kind of a rush just to get back on the gate, really. I took myself 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the race, and the week before the Worlds, there was the NBL National in Evansville. So my whole goal going in was, I was doing still a lot of training while I had a broken thumb. I was doing a lot of hill sprints and just everything I could do at the gym, but no real bike time, at least BMX bike time. Ripped the cast off, and then just had a quick non-stop week at the track. Raced Evansville with a goal of just to make the main. Made the main in Evansville, then I kind of realized I was on pace. And then, showed up at the Worlds a week later. The track was shitty. Lots of drama, with the pro section. I don't know. Do you want me to go more in detail or kind of get to the point?
Yeah, what was that drama with the pro section? I remember I was pretty young at that time. I had to miss that one. I actually broke my collarbone right before, and being a USA kid, the UCI Worlds meant absolutely nothing to us. We were all about the ABA Worlds. So I didn't actually go to that one, but I did remember hearing there was a bunch of stuff where you guys were like protesting with wheels over the gate and stuff like that.
Yeah, this is where there was a pro section, but the track, as you can see from the video, was very soft, and the track was shit, really, to be honest. I think Tom Ritzel, I'm pretty sure Tom Ritzel built it, and maybe Billy Hour as well. They had wet dirt, so I think he was challenging before they even started. But anyway, they built a pro section, and during Cruiser, we used to race Cruiser on a Friday, then Elite would be on Sunday. So during Cruiser, it was optional to do whatever you wanted, but everybody was kind of going over the pro jump. We just assumed, it was the fastest way, and pros over the pro. On the amateur section, there was a triple, which, like I said, nobody was really doing it. I don't know if I was the real trigger of it, but during my motos, I kept getting passed by a French guy. I was taking the pro jump, and he was doing 2-to-1 back wheel, and passing me every time. So I kind of realized, hey, this is faster. And for some reason, I have no idea, but nobody else clicked onto this. So anyway, I just carried on jumping the pro section during the racing, and then straight before the final, Pro Cruiser was the first final, or Elite Cruiser was the first final, and there's a little gap before racing. So I'm like, I'm going to hop on the track and see if I can do that 2-to-1. Which I did during a little pro warm-up or something. So I did it once right before the main, got on the gate, and then during that cruiser final, I was coming third around the first turn behind Allier and Levesque, I seem to remember. I think Allier got sketchy hitting the pro jump and crashed. And so then I 2-to-1 and passed Levesque. I went into the lead.
2 in, 1 out?
And Levesque actually passed me back down the third straight, and I got second, somehow the third. But that was kind of, apart from the guy in the moto, that was the first time anybody really saw anybody do that. So nothing was really said then, but my roommate at the time was Neil Wood, which is kind of funny, who kind of started making a big deal about it. And I guess a lot of people started talking during the Saturday's race, like, hey, the pros need to be hitting the pro section, it shouldn't be optional. And so there was all kinds of arguing and debates and protests, Neil. And then during racing, it was still optional. And then during the first round of motos, Eric Capodesta, I seem to remember, Neil and Robbie protested. I think they all put their wheels over the gate. I know Neil did, and I think Capodesta did as well. So then racing was stopped. There was more meetings. And then anyway, we all had to do the pro section. So that was kind of the end of that. It was just kind of funny that, it was me and Neil Wood that was kind of the two of the main things in it. We're roommates at the time, which everyone was still cool all the way through. It just had different views, It wasn't I couldn't do the pro section. It was faster to do 2-to-1 on the smaller side, Just a lot of people haven't clicked onto that.
Do you think there needs to be a protest again at this year's Worlds, but only for the opposite now, that there's equal pay and equal going to the Olympics, that the guys should just have to do the amateur side?
Yeah, I heard you guys talk about that one. I'm going to say out the elite debates and all that. I think I've complained and argued enough over the years. I still like to do that, but I think I want to choose my battles, And I think it's up to you guys to argue that part,
What about what's your thoughts on Eric Sauce Odessa?
We're reading some comments as they come in. So somebody wants to know about Eric Sauce Odessa.
Yeah, I'm not going there, man. He's still a big dude. I know he literally threatened Romero. He threatened me numerous times at races. He wanted to kill me once at the Christmas Classic when I passed him in the semi. And I know Romero was going to he threatened Romero at, I know Greg's going to laugh at this one, at the Easter Classic. And I think the quote of the weekend was that Greg was going to get restraining order on him. It was a lot of heated. He was a big guy, and he definitely likes to threaten a lot of class. So so moving on into the racing. Everybody hit the pro section. I think Miranda did a 360, part of his protest, and Neil did a no-hander. So they got, that was all fun, and then he went back to racing really. So
they got disqualified for it?
No, again, I know Neil got 6 months ban, I think, because of the protest. I think maybe Miranda the same, and I don't even know if Aberdeen did or not. I know Neil did, but back then, them guys were barely racing UCI anyway. It was just like the Worlds once a year.
Yeah,
So,
UCI didn't really matter much back then, right? It was just kind of pretty much just the UCI Worlds, that's it.
Nobody cared about the point thing was always just the European guys that cared about it. If you did well at the Worlds, you was automatically top 3 in the UCI rankings straight away, and nobody looked at those rankings really anyway, maybe more the European guys. But people like Neil and Robbie and Abedessa, they just raced ABA and MBL, so they didn't give a flying hoot that it was, disqualified for the Worlds. Some guys only showed up for the Worlds, every couple of years when it was somewhere in the vicinity of the US, So they didn't care about it too much. I mean, after the Worlds, them guys just laughed about it. They didn't care,
Yeah, for sure. So now, if we know that a lot of the pros listen to the podcast, what's your advice being a world champion, getting ready to head into the Rock Hill? What's your advice for all the young kids listening, trying to make their dreams a reality?
I think the Worlds, yourself, Sam, being a world specialist on a whole other level than what we were. It's one race at a time. It's survival. The fastest guys aren't necessarily in the main. For me, when I went up to win that 20-inch main in Kentucky that year, I was far from. There was 10 guys that were faster than me. Really, it's just like, I kind of knew how the world worked. It's survival, making it to the main, and then once you get to the main, you got 30 minutes, as you guys know, 30 minutes to get your head straight and deal with the situation. For me going in, I actually got lane 1 in the final, and I hadn't won a lap all day. I think I won my motos, and then, I don't know, you guys, before your time, you'd get paired up with the same people that you had the motos with. So if you had a tough moto, you carried those same guys all the way through.
Yeah. I got
paired up with Brandon Meadows, and he beat me every round, quarter, semi, and I was seconds and thirds all day, but, like you guys know, as soon as you get to the World Final, it doesn't matter who won practice, who won the motos, who won the semi, it was just dealing with that, So, for me, going up on the gate, I had lane 1, just by luck. We used to get computer gates by then, and next to me was Warwick Stevenson, who won the other semi, and obviously one of the strongest, fastest guys, always kind of faster than me on the first straight. So, my goal for me was, during that main, was just to get out the gate. It was kind of a roller on the first jump, which was steep on the inside and mellow on the outside, was to pedal that first jump and at least try and be level with Warwick to that first jump and pedal that first jump, and I knew I'd have a chance. Luckily I got a good start, and I just pedaled that first jump and then just hammered down the inside, and you guys can see them bits from the video, Jason's coming over, Evo's coming over, but I just kept straight and kind of rode them out, and took it from there.
There we go, and brought you home. Was that your first world championship you ever won, or was that your second?
That was my second one. I won 96 in England. I was kind of, and I'd always, coming from Europe, as most European guys back then, De Wilde, Allier, Levesque, Staff, we all raced the Worlds a lot going into that, where, the American side of the pros really did, it was a new thing for them, So I think I always put that at the back of my mind as the experience and how to deal with world championships. And I think, both times when I won the Worlds, I was never the fastest guy. I just think I handled the situation good. And I always kind of, the Worlds was always my thing. I never thought I could really have a run at an ABA title or an MBL title. It was just too hard to be fast every week. For me, I had more chances just to pick in a couple of races a year that I could give it everything. And the Worlds was one of them, So, it kind of worked out good for me,
Cool, man. Cool. Well, that kind of that answers a lot of stuff. That we're probably going to end it there. Before we go, since we're doing the World Championship from the 2000s on, what would say is your favorite World Championship other than your win?
Oh man, so many good ones. There's a good one in '94, which was Detroit.
No, after the 2000s. We're too young for all that earlier stuff. We don't even remember that.
Okay.
Sam wasn't even born then.
Yeah. Wow, there's been so many good ones, They're always, and I haven't really been to the last, 2 or 3. I've always liked them when they're in Europe. You always get a good atmosphere, Australia, we was there in 90. Actually, that wasn't really a good world, but I just enjoy going to Australia. I just think just anything really in Europe, South America. We did a lot of world championships in there in the 90s. They were always fun and kind of a expedition going down there. So, they've all got their own little meaning. And, I've always enjoyed the Worlds, from racing to just being a fan and, say, watching you guys over the last, 10 years, I still get hyped up whether I'm there or in the stands, and I enjoy more South Africa. That was a good one, and I enjoy all the World Championships. Not in particular one that shines out more than the others.
Right on, Dale. Well, thanks for your time, man. It was good chatting to you.
No problem. See you later, guys.
All right, dude. Catch you later. Bye.
See ya.
All right, Dale Holmes, world champion, multi-world champ. He's got 20-inch cred.
He does. Yep. 20-inch cred for D. So that was, yeah, I don't think he realized we were saying after the 2000s.
He played it politically correct. He likes all the world championships equally, all the guys, everything like that, all that good stuff. I know we had another call planned, but should we call Big Don instead? Maybe do a live chat instead of a recorded one? Nick, you want to come on in and give Big Don a call?
Fire him up.
Get him hyped, man.
Hold on, I was just texting him after saying 7:30, but we're ready to go now. Let's do it.
We're ready to go now. Bring him on in.
We're going to bring Big Nick in to call Big Don.
Jeremy.
So for those of you guys who don't know, Donovan Long, he is the father to one of the better amateur families in the sport. How many amateur titles did you win, Nick?
I had 2 myself.
How many did your sister have?
Shelby had 1, and Kristen almost got 1 or 2.
She was up for it, right?
Yeah, she was up. She almost got 1 when Shelby got it, and then she almost got it last year as well, but she crashed in the main.
So being that we just got done hearing a prank call from the training dad, let's call a real training dad.
All right, let's see if we can get him online.
You should prank call Don.
You should, yeah, that would have been better.
I think he would know my voice.
Yeah.
I don't think he would fall for it. He'd be like, Nick, fuck off, man. Dad.
Yeah.
What's going on?
You got me on there now?
You're live.
I'm live. All right.
Big Don.
You're here with Sam and Tyler. Got some questions for you for Father's Day.
Okay. All right. What kind of question you got?
We're just pretty much winging it. We actually didn't write anything down. What we did is we did a prank call on your typical crazy BMX training dad that wants to know about training and crank size and what type of sprints to do and everything like that. Being that you have a family with so many Nick still is killing it in the pro ranks, but you have 3 amateur cups and a bunch of team titles and all that. So we thought instead of being one of the crazy training dads, you actually are one of the training dads.
I'm sure I've been the crazy dad too. Ask Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, was he crazy?
Nah, he just made us do the work. He never really yelled. We just knew we had to listen to him.
What's your best dad story you got for us, Nick?
Oh.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Best dad story?
You got any good ones for us? Or what about you, Donovan? What's your best son story? You got anyone? Any road trip? Anything that Nick embarrassed you? Anything good for us?
Oh man, I probably couldn't even count how many times he's done that. Let's see. I'll have to give one good road trip would be probably not too long after Nick had his license, and we were letting him drive one of our road trips. I think we were going to New Mexico.
No, San Bernardino.
No, not that one. I'll tell you that one in a minute.
Okay.
So we were going to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I was trying to sleep, and he was falling asleep back there, but didn't want to say anything. We were all over the road. Remember that?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think what story this is, because if this is the story when I did fall asleep at the wheel, then that was San Bernardino.
Yeah, no, that's not. Yeah, I was going to say the other story that Nick's talking about, San Bernardino. We were driving up to San Bernardino, and Nick was driving the excursion that we're still driving today.
How many miles does that thing have on it?
411,576 miles.
Oh my God.
You should be sponsored by Ford. That's amazing.
And so Nick was driving the excursion. Nick and Rusty behind me. I was driving the big toter home race truck and trailer. And it was about midnight or so. We were just past Paris. And I'm looking at my mirror, and all of a sudden I see the excursion changing lanes behind me and driving off the side of the freeway. Luckily, it was a big, wide dirt parking lot, or dirt lot on the side, and he didn't hit anything, but he kind of woke up after he hit all the dirt.
Good stuff.
That one was hairy.
Glad everyone got out of there all right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the amateur scene's pretty competitive over here. You got, you run a team. George Costa runs a team. There's, we could go on all night about guys that run teams, and they're all pretty competitive. It's, I guess, what do you prefer better, being the dad coach or the dad TM?
Man, I don't know. To be honest with you, I like them both.
Okay.
I think I like the coaching more if I had to decide between coaching the team manager, just because I like to see that result that the riders get from helping.
Yeah.
More so than, I would like to see, everybody that we help and we work with and to reach the highest levels that they want to reach. And to me, that's more satisfying than, let's say, winning the silver cup for the team.
And how competitive is the team thing? Like, you go after riders, George goes after riders. Like, is it pretty competitive trading?
It's very competitive. I mean, it's had its ups and downs. This year, I would say it's very competitive this year and last year. We've got full tilt, throwdown. George with Answer Renan and us, and I think Double Cross has done well this year.
Yep.
A lot, and have been a lot of races.
So I guess you've trained Nic for years now and worked with a bunch of people in the backyard at Lakeside and all around the country. Over the years, what have you seen stands out? What works? What doesn't? What bugs you now with the way everyone's a coach in the sport now, and there's a lot of philosophies out there. And I guess how have you seen it changed? And do you like it that there's more theories out there now, or more philosophies, or does it annoy you?
I would say that somewhat of it annoys me, I think. And the reason I say that is because I believe, when you're looking for help or asking somebody, or somebody's asking you for help or anyone else, that those people that are giving that help need to show results. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good your program looks or how good your program is on paper or on email. It's about the results that the rider gets. And whether that, everybody works differently. With each rider is different. But if you're not getting the results at the end of the day, if you're working with somebody for 6 months, a year of time, and you're not getting the results that you're looking for, then something in your program is not working. And that could be, there's two different ways to look at it. It could be, one of the things I'm not a big fan of are the emailed workout programs, because what it happens is it actually gives the coach a bad rap if the rider's not really doing anything. If the rider's getting an email program saying he's being coached by, we'll just say Sean DeWhite, but the rider's not actually doing the work that Sean gave him to do or put in 100% effort in, then that's not Sean's fault if that rider doesn't create results.
Right. Okay, gotcha. Ty?
Nothing from me, man. That sounds good. That was some good insight.
We're going to stir the pot a bit. So, you're on Harrows right now. You said your competition's George, Double Cross, Throwdown. So Throwdown come to you with a bunch of cash, but you have to ride Throwdowns and you got to scrap the team. Would you do it?
If I had to ride Throwdowns or scrap the team?
Yeah.
I guess it all depends on where the money's at. Bottom line for us, unfortunately, it seems in the sport the way that the days are now that, a true factory, team of the Harrows, or, back in the day, the Harrows or the G-Keys or Powerlight days, those days are nearly gone. And,
Powerlight's back,
really
I've seen.
Yeah, Powerlight's back. They're coming on strong.
But you're really looking at a sponsorship, dollar amount versus an actual factory running a program.
Yeah.
When you guys, Sam, when you were on Redline, that was a Redline factory run program from the corporation. Those days are very hard to find now. Most of the factories don't want to put the full dollar amount that it takes to run the entire program.
Right. No, for sure.
So I couldn't answer that question unless it came to me.
So running the team over the years, what were the best years from your standpoint? Was it back in the intense days and when they kind of came on strong, when Sins was around and all that kind of stuff, or is now better than then, or? How is it?
I mean, as far as like, are you asking for as far as our team or just in general?
Well, yeah, I guess you've run teams over the years. Like you're in your situation. What is the sport at a low right now for you trying to collect sponsorship, or has it as far as for amateur teams are concerned?
I would say it's difficult out there. You know, more and more of the programs and the sponsorship dollars are going away. You know, and so it makes it very difficult to get the kind of funding that it takes. You know, when you go to one national, if you're running just a small team of 10 riders and only running one class, your entry fees at a 3-day national is over $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if that team has to win all 3 days, you're not even winning $1,600 back if you win all 3 days.
Right.
You know, so it's not even enough just to cover the entry fees. That doesn't include any cost that it takes to just get to the event, just for the team setup. Not even helping the rider with, you know, with any kind of, you know, support as far as travel expenses or, you know, accommodations with hotel. You know, so those days are so difficult to come by as far as from a factory standpoint.
Yeah.
I mean, there's teams out there right now that have the dollar amount that are coming from outside the sport, you know, from say an owner or a sponsor, but they're not coming from inside the industry, unfortunately, at this time.
Now to flip it back to trainers a little bit, give us who's your favorite trainer in BMX, and then maybe your least favorite trainer in BMX.
Let's burn somebody, Dad.
Let's get him.
Oh, okay. So let's see. My favorite trainer in BMX. Let's see. I would probably have to say Sean Dwight. I like the way his style is. He's very straightforward, very aggressive. You know, like to the point. There's no kind of BS in him. And if I had to pick, you know, not that anybody will like this, but I would probably have to say Greg Romero. I like Greg as a person, but as far as his coaching standpoint, I feel that there's a lot of athletes that have been number one to get the credit from Greg that were all number ones before he ever got, you know, before Greg ever started working with him.
Okay.
So
That's what I like. A little bit of drama.
A little bit of drama here
Tell
at
it
the
like
cafe.
it is. There we go.
Stir in the pot.
There we go.
We'll look for a rebuttal in the chat room.
Sean, Sam, what do you think of Sean? You worked with him.
Sean's good, yeah.
Yeah, good. A little crazy.
I had another question that I thought of for you, Don. So just give us just lastly in closing, and we'll move on. But what is it? I guess without naming specifics of who and whatever else, but what if you're trying to steal a rider off of, say, George Costa, ballpark? What do you negotiate as an amateur team? Is it 6 hotel rooms over 4, or how does that? Give us a rough rundown of how that works.
I'm not big on stealing riders from you know, other teams or myself, but you know, I mean, and as far as that goes, you know, when you go, I personally, if I'm going to offer a rider something, I'm going to just offer the deal up. I'm not going to pick up what they're getting.
Yep.
I'll have to offer it based on what I have for budget wise.
Yep.
What is an amateur deal nowadays? That's a good question. I I never dealt with a GT. I always worked with riders once they were signed. What's a top dog amateur deal get nowadays?
I mean, I know some guys not on our team. I can say that that are getting, you know, that get all expenses paid for both rider and parent. You know, anywhere they go.
Decent.
I mean, that's, you know, and I have a hard time with that in the aspect because I believe that the pros don't even get that. I mean, I know that. And when you have Olympic athletes that can't sometimes get entry fees paid for, you know, how does it make it right for a 12-year-old to get something like that?
Smoke them if you got them.
So, yeah.
Sweet, Don. It was good chatting to you, man.
You bet, guys.
Thanks, Pops.
Thanks for having me on.
See ya.
Thanks,
All right.
Don. We'll do it again.
Later.
All right.
There you have it. Amateur bigwig, Don.
Amateur bigwig. The man with the plan. Big Donovan. We had stick a fork in it section coming up. We need to hear from you guys. What are some of your stick of forks in? We got our answer dagger forks here, ready to go. Got any good question for us?
I had a couple on Instagram that I'll try to pull up, but
should we tell them that the phone lines are open too?
We can crack it open.
Yeah, the phone lines will be open all night. Feel free to call us whenever. We'll leave this 1-800 number on here for a little bit for you guys to watch. We got some We got some.
You guys keep talking. I'm gonna try to open up the call lines.
Okay, gotcha. We want to hear some. What are your stick a fork in it fans? We didn't even have any listed here. There wasn't too much going on in the last week of BMX here, so we're just scraping the barrel here with what we got here. We didn't write anything down. We're just winging this one.
Is Whitmore throwing?
What's that?
Yeah, I think so.
So we got the other amateur bigwigs on the chat room here. We got Eric Whitmore and George Costa.
Yeah. So what do you
throw down in Renan?
Yep.
See, I didn't even know that's who those were. You're really in tune with the amateur stuff, Sam.
I am.
Good work.
I'm an industry guy.
Who's your favorite amateur?
I'm actually starting an amateur team.
Yeah. What are they going to be? 9-1 pedal sports.
Hang on. Bear with me.
We had some forks in it.
Forks in it. We only had, I think we had one here from Sylvan. He was saying 23-inch top tubes, and I think he's referring to the British. What do you think of that?
They're going fast. You can't put a fork in it if they're going fast.
To each their own.
Yeah, I mean, to each their own. Nick ran an 18-inch back end until it blew his spine out.
My spine broke again.
Yeah, so I think it's just to each their own, as long as they don't have a disc break or anything, Sylvan.
Okay. What about the cookie cutter tracks? Make them more like Euro tracks for nationals. Cookie cutter ABA tracks.
I mean, I'll stick a fork in like the Vegas style tracks. Those are boring, so we'll stick a fork in that one. But you got to remember too, I think it depends on the race a little bit. I mean, they've got to run a lot of motos, and so some of those Euro tracks I think are pretty technical, which I like the technical tracks, but some of them are kind of weird technical too. Like they just don't flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm more about just a good flowing track rather than something a little technical. But I would agree that I think things need to get a little bit harder out there. I think a lot of races, they are too small. Like, I mean, no, you weren't in Salt Lake. I was going to talk to you about that. That one looked super basic. Like something that you have to do something different over a jump besides just a tap manual. I'd like to see a straightaway where, like, you, as an amateur, you actually had to jump a jump. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What do you think about that one, Sam?
They're fine. Just leave them how they are. It's all about just race. Let them race.
Just let the jumps get flatter. And
I don't know. I was never really someone that cared what the track was. It's just, I don't know. Whatever. Just race. I was more into just the competitive side of trying to race. I can't even think of a track that I was. There was one track I remember that we went to, and Nick probably disagrees because he won that weekend, but New Mexico in 2014.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
I was like,
pro race.
And it looks really good when you went there this year now.
Yeah, it was.
But I don't know, something that it was like half finished that year, and the turn like almost did like a full circle in the first turn. It kept coming back. And
was that the one where it was like the soil tack? Was like the track was white?
I don't think it was white that year.
Okay, well you know what I'm talking about,
yeah,
though, right?
But that was like the only time I've been at a race weekend where I was like, this sucks. I don't want to race.
No, I mean, I agree the competition is fun, but I think they could make tracks a little bit more technical just across the board. Just my biggest thing is make something for everybody, whether it be make something for your novice riders so they have something to keep fun on, but something to keep the riders going, because I don't like it when you go to a track and you just manual everything. Unless it flows good and it's really fast. It makes it really hard for elites, though, I think, because when there's a track that flat, like a Phoenix or something like that, it is so hard to pass on that track because there's nothing that anybody is going to mess up on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it makes the racing a little just past the first turn, everybody's single file, just because it's just flat from there. You know?
I don't know. What else can we put a fork in? You got anything, Nick?
You got any forks?
BMX Supercross after parties. They're pretty lame.
Get out of here.
Nick, you went for those things.
I was at all of them.
No, you weren't.
I was at all of them.
All of them?
I was at all of them.
You were babysitting.
I was babysitting who?
Elise. You gotta keep an eye on her.
I like the BMX. I like the World's after parties.
There should have been awards for the after parties.
They were alright.
The World's after parties are always pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were decent.
I never went to after party when I was at the South Africa race, though. I skipped that one. No, that's actually not true. I went out with Greg Minar all night and Coach G. We had a blast. I take that back. I did go out.
South Africa?
Yeah. But when you're with... Well, that's where Minar's from, so he just took us to the local spots. Okay. So actually, I take that back. That one was a good time.
All right. That's pretty much all we got for that.
Yeah.
No one's really getting too involved with what they want forks put in. So.
Yeah, nobody wants to talk about it, so should we get into the tangent race?
Let's get into it. You guys were there. Take it away.
Yeah, I think tangent race is killer. Nick, what do you think about it?
bitching. It was just awesome that he has this, or they have this series that they do, at all their state races in the NorCal region, or even they did the one in Bakersfield. But it's just, it's more racing, and it's what we're here to do, and we have fun. And this, it's a good time. It's not a stressful event, and there's real money on the line. It's not, or your lunch money that your parents gave you, like the ABA's putting up.
Yeah, you know what? So to give you guys a little insight on the series, what it is, Tangent Products, they sponsor or they help put together a Pro-Am series at all their major events. All this, I think 8 state races up in Northern California.
I think so.
So they've partnered up with 8 tracks in the Northern California area. I think they did one in Bakersfield, so 1 south, 7 up north, and they throw in, everybody's entry fees goes up $5. So everybody who enters, they throw in an additional $5. It all goes towards the pro payout, and they created this series throughout Northern California, and then they do like an overall at the end of the year. They also do I think it's top 3 or 4 for this year. Oh, is it top 10?
Yeah.
Okay, I take that back. Top 10 get paid. But Manzanita in Prunedale last weekend, Manza Park, it was killer what they did. They bumped up another, I think, $3,000 into the pro purse. So we had about $5,000 total, which is $2,000 more than a regular ABA race, I think. So it was really hats off to the track, hats off to everybody what they do. But I think it was really, really cool what Rich and the boys are doing up there, and I think it's something that's needed for the sport across the whole. Give guys more opportunity to race, and ultimately just a really fun day at the BMX track. You know what I mean, guys?
Exactly.
So we got a couple of the mains here. Let's take a look at the main events, and then we'll chat about them a little bit more. So here we go. There we go. There was the main event, Tangent, last weekend. We got your big pro winner, quick Nic Long.
Yeah.
Watched him just take it wire to wire a couple times.
David Herman's asking if you were riding Brooks' bike.
No, but damn near. I mean, the way it feels, losing, I think almost over 2 inches in my rear end. It was a little bit hairy out there. To get you, it's pretty cool. I could actually pull manual jumps now again. But
did you pull manual anything?
You are bad.
Not at full speed, or not during the racing. I did in practice a few times on the second straight, and I felt super boss.
You're just like, yeah, I'm the man. You felt like you're upshot.
I was like, I'm back.
I'm upshot. Here we go.
Yeah.
Who's your biggest competition up there, man? Looked like there was some good racing out there. I saw you pull a lot of brakes out of the last turn.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But there was a few people that didn't make the main that probably should have.
Yeah.
Like Jeff Upshaw, he went down along with Jukia, and Walker didn't make it through because of a crash. But I'd say, it turned out that Petty was a pretty damn fast. This is his local track.
He's back?
I think he's low key back. He's like shade back.
Like shade back?
Yeah,
okay.
He's back but shouldn't be back?
Yeah, he's back and he shouldn't be, but...
Why was he gone?
Why was he gone? No, I don't think we should get into that.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, and then we were grabbing brakes down through motos, because the way the Tangent set up these Pro-Ams is it goes like you get motos for points for the whole series. You get 8 points down to 1.
You get points for motos. You mean?
Yeah, so it's kind of like how NBL used to do it back in the day, but they do. So if you get first and first, you get last lane choice in the semi.
So instead of going like UCI goes, the better you do in motos, you get first lane choice. They flipped it and they go whoever was the last guy to qualify gets first pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it ended up being I won the semi and I had last lane choice, and that's why I scored.
That's because I found out about the moto thing right before the semi, and because I wasn't aware of this, so I was last pick for my semi, and then I was racing Nick in mine, and we went to the first turn, and I said, yeah, go ahead, Nick. Then we came out of the last turn, and Nick pulled his brakes, so I pulled my brakes.
So after that win, is South Park pretty much done? Like you'll win that now?
It's already in the books.
It's
yeah.
in the books.
I think they're getting the iron or the piece of steel.
Mm-hmm.
It's already getting engraved with my
double
name.
down, or are you just gonna do one day?
Oh, I'm only a 1 day kind of guy. I'm like Gary Ellis used to be, one podium for the weekend, and that's all you needed.
That's all you need. Okay.
You're going to win and then just go home?
Back to the 3 to 5 kind of guy.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were just going to go home. You race both days?
I'm gonna get that first trophy, and then I'm gonna just hang it up for 3 to 5. Cool.
3 to 5.
Really kind of back off around the turn.
So you win Friday?
I'll go for the whole shot award, and then I'll right back off.
It's a nice 250.
I'd actually, yeah, it'd be cool to win. Yeah, cool to win. You got a whole shot award this weekend too, huh?
I did. I got a big $100 from our guys at Answer.
I heard if you have Answer forks, you get more.
Doubles it.
Were you considering throwing on a pair of these babies right before the main event just for that extra?
Thought about throwing a sticker on there, just a big knife sticker right on there.
Yeah, just a big dagger.
Big old dagger.
We won't stand for that.
Yeah, but no, it was a super cool vibe at the race because I think since it was a state race, it's a little more relaxed and kind of chilled out, and the people that were there, especially in that area, there's not like an airport close or too many nationals close, so they probably don't get to see the pros a lot and guys like yourself and stuff like that. So I think it was just overall a really cool day, and it's cool they did an autograph session too. So I think it was definitely a cool race to be a part of, and I'd definitely like to be at more of them next year.
Yeah, everybody was into it. The fans were all super stoked and came in, got the autographs, and they just kind of wanted to chat too and just.
How many guys did you guys have?
25.
Yeah.
Was there a women's race?
No.
What the fuck?
No.
No equality.
There was no ladies showed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, Grindle. I think Grindle's on here, so we'll have to get him at some point. We'll get Grindle to call in and give us a little update on the Rock, because I just thought of one. Rockford not being a pro race.
Put a fork in it.
Put a fork in
Bring
that.
it back.
Rockford has to be a pro race.
Yeah, because it's just such an iconic track.
And it's the best track.
You know what I mean?
Best track in America.
Amen, brother. I feel like that asphalt turn is getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
No, I've seen the video. There's like an extension on it.
Yeah, they just put a wall ride across, around the top.
Just some billboards and just go across it now.
Yeah.
I saw one other one that I thought was in it. It was good. Stick a fork in amateur racing and bring back pro teams. I'm going to agree with that one. They need to not worry so much about those all picking up every amateur and pick up some pros and maybe sponsor some pros. So those amateur deals where they're getting all their expenses paid for? Maybe give that to some of the pro guys instead who probably deserve it.
Well, here's devil's advocate of that.
I'd like to hear it. Jump on in because I got one back.
All right. So you're going to give, you say take that away from an amateur and just give it to a pro. Like who?
I don't know. There's plenty of deserving pros that are struggling to get by just to get to the races.
So just grab a pro.
No, I'm sure your
like,
top five guys, top five are
taken care of.
Yeah, top 8 are taken care of. Then dip a little bit below that. I bet I'll bet you top 8 aren't getting taken care of. I bet you top 5 are.
Well, say top 8 in Salt Lake. Who was there?
I don't know.
So Connor, Joris, the Vans are hooked up.
The Vans are hooked up, so they're on a national team. So take them out. They wouldn't even consider like a expense only.
Well, I'm just playing devil's advocate. Like here's the thing: when I grew up in Australia, it was like I looked up to Joey Bradford.
Okay.
And that was as an amateur.
Yeah.
So I by no means think amateurs should get paid and pros shouldn't, but I think there is some weight for some of these brands to grab a top amateur over a second tier pro.
Okay, now to flip that on your side of it, I know we had Bubba on here as a guest one time. I raced Bubba growing up. I would never buy a red line because Bubba rode for it, and I didn't want to be a Bubba booster. That's what I called it. So I would intentionally.
But you're racing against him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was somebody who they were. I mean, funds were different back then, but I would never buy a product. But instead, I looked up to guys like Allier and Stumpy and some of the top pros. I was looking at them because I wanted to be like that. Like the kids look up to you two guys. I'm sure they'd buy whatever you put on your bikes because they wanted to be like you guys. So I don't know. I guess personally, I'm just more of an advocate on supporting the pros. And instead of giving an amateur, you could still sponsor your amateurs, that's fine, but maybe not give them a full deal where everything's paid for and stuff like that. When you got guys like Sean Gain and Kenny G and Tanner Sebesta, dudes that are making mains, and I don't know what their deals are, but I imagine they're probably struggling to get to the races sometimes.
Well, if they are, yeah, guys like that probably should get some sort of support.
And I think they did step up a little bit by adding, being able to use pros and making the pros on your team.
For sure.
It's a lot. That's why me and Brooke also were kind of on my dad's team. We were the jersey and we're on the roster and all that. So they're able to use this on the team sheets. I don't know what the points difference is, but it's quite a bit, and it's an advantage to have a pro on your team.
I think what's worse is guys like George Costa don't pick up pros.
Is he saying something on there?
I don't know. We're on 30-second delay, so we'll wait and see what George writes back.
Perfect.
He does actually have a couple of pros, I think. So.
Yeah, and again, I don't have a problem with sponsoring. I don't have a problem with sponsoring amateurs and stuff like that. I think that's great. But to find out that there's amateurs getting better deals than like AAs who are making the main and are in the top 10 AA, that's when I have a problem with that.
No, I agree. I think like what Nick said, it's a good rule that they brought in because guys like George actually did pick up pros because of that.
Yeah, and I remember speaking to Donovan. At one point, Donovan said, I have no use for a pro. There's no reason for me to pick up a pro.
Yeah, and that's how it
you know what I mean? And he had amateurs that like...
Donovan hates pros. Is that what he said?
Donovan hates the pros.
Donovan does hate the pros. Donovan
do first straights.
But at a time, when his amateurs would turn pro, they'd probably stay on the team for about a year as a buffer, and then it was like, hey, you're cut. You know, right?
For what? Yeah. The amateurs?
Yeah, like the amateurs, like when an amateur turned pro.
Oh, yeah, maybe a year.
Yeah, like a lot of times I know a few of the kids would stay on for about a year, and that was probably to get A pro points when they were A pro, and it was all right, see you later, bye. Which I get it for the team model stuff, but I don't know, for an industry as a whole, I always was a fan of supporting the top guys who really dedicate everything to it and stuff like that.
No, fair enough. Well, I guess, on that note, do we want to touch on the Tangent Pro-Am anymore?
I think that was probably about it, huh?
Got the video of it.
Yeah.
So I think on the amateur sponsorship note, our other dad call was to an amateur team trying to get a deal.
Oh, which one? Yeah, so we're not going to be able to hear this call, but we're going to allow you guys to hear it and check it out.
Do you want me to play it? I can play it here.
Oh, you can play it there?
Yep.
Okay. We'll do it that way instead.
All right, guys, I'm going to hit the kitchen for a little bit, but I'll be back for the Nic Long shot.
Okay.
Perfect.
See ya.
Perfect. Go get to cooking, sweetheart. Go get to cooking, sweetheart. We're going to get this going one way or the other. Oh, yeah. Listen, George, we know that you picked up pros, man.
Was he going off?
Yeah, he's going off. George, we know that you picked up a pro. We corrected ourselves. We know you picked one up, and that's what we were saying. Good for you for picking up a pro. That's cool.
I don't think he's seen me smiling and joking about it.
It was all in fun, man. It was all in fun.
All right, here's our call to an amateur team.
This is Sponsor Dad calling in.
Hello, is this Fritz? Hi, Fritz. This is Steve McFarlane.
Full tilt, Fritz, FYI.
Georgia. I came by the pits this weekend in Rockford.
What was that?
My name is Steve McFarlane. I'm from Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I was up there in Rockford this weekend. I came by the pits. I don't know if you remember me.
Maybe. Tell me a little more.
Yeah, well, my boy, Tornado Tommy.
Okay.
He races nod. I spoke to you about Tommy. He races in the 9-year-old class, and we came by hoping to. I seen your trailer there. It's a beautiful setup you had there. I spoke to you about possibly getting Tommy onto the team. with the World Championships coming up, he's going down there on the cruiser.
Okay.
But
can you give me a call later this week? I'm still with the kids on vacation. We stopped at the Wisconsin Dells, and it's really loud here.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I'm driving home too. So what kind of a
call tomorrow night? I'll be able to hear a lot better.
Okay, so I'm in
an arcade place, so I can't really hear.
No problem, sir. But if Tommy was to get on the team, what kind of a cruiser would you provide for him?
That we'd have to talk. I don't really provide cruises for anybody.
Okay, because he currently has a deal with Bombshell, so he would have to use his Bombshell forks still.
Honestly, I don't remember talking to you this weekend. I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, well, is there somewhere I could send you his resume? Maybe that's easier if I send you his resume, or I got videos from the weekend. It was Friday when I spoke to you, so I'm sure you've had a busy weekend now.
Okay. Yeah, I can give you my email address.
That would be great. Yeah, because I mean, we were thoroughly impressed with the full tilt setup, and like I said, Tommy he's excited. He got a 4th on the 20, and he ended up 5th on the cruiser this weekend. But we'll be going down to Rock Hill for the World Championships. He didn't make it on the 20, but he'll be racing the cruiser down there.
Huh. Okay.
So
what was your name again?
My name's Steve McFarland.
Okay. Yeah, I don't recall talking to you. I'm sorry, Steve.
The tall guy. We spoke briefly on Friday. I just was passing by and seeing you set up there.
Okay, he said he's 9?
Yeah, Tommy's 9, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not looking for any 9s right now. No, I have a kid named Cole Frederick that I have that 9, and he does a pretty good job for us.
He was right there with Cole all weekend, right there with him. He was on his tail. He was on his tail. I mean, like I said, he came 4th, but in the warm-ups. In the warm-ups and through all the heats, he was right with him.
I think somebody here is messing with me. I know who was 2nd, 3rd, and it was Mike Mitchell was 3rd or 2nd, and yeah.
Well, in the motos.
Oh, in motos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like I said,
This story keeps getting better.
Well,
I think I figured out who this is.
Steve McFarland.
Steve, you sound a lot like Sam. I know this guy named Sam, and you sound a hell of a lot like him. But I haven't talked to him in quite a while because you don't talk to me no more.
No, sir. This is Steve McFarland.
Since I got this, I got a really fast elite girl now, and she makes the podium, and I listen to this Cafe Willoughby, and I can't get no love for nothing out of that deal.
You'll be on there tomorrow, sir.
Oh, sponsor me, Dad. Got him.
George Costa said he'll pick up Tornado Tommy.
George, you got him. You're going to have to deal with Steve McFarland, though. That guy is a pain in the butt.
And Tornado, he wants decimal gears on the cruiser and the 20. But he uses the same gear.
We've already got offers for hotel rooms, too. George, you better start bidding us up, man. Cut Lauren and give it to Steve McFarland.
Tornado stays in the family caravan. You don't need a hotel.
So guys, don't forget, we have the phone lines open. Feel free to give us a call whenever the heck you'd like.
Yeah,
We'll put that number back up if you'd actually like to talk in and call in and have a chat with us. Listen to some voicemails. We have those going on.
Go now. Someone did call in, but I missed it, so you can go now.
Oh, somebody called in. What else do we have on today's show? We're running a little low tonight.
Well, we do have one more dad call. He was kind enough to call into the ABA as well.
Oh, and training dad too.
And training dad. We have quite a few more calls, but we're happy to. We got the phone lines open, so we'll take calls. We got Q&As. Oh, here we go. Look at that. We're in a hot commodity here.
Yeah, we are. Big deal. Big deal.
This is a call for Samuel Willoughby.
Hello, Cafe Willoughby.
Hey, y'all, it's Dale.
Oh, Dale, what's going on, man? We were wondering if you were going to call tonight.
Yeah, it's Dale. We're back in North Carolina getting ready for World Championships, man.
You know Steve McFarland? You sound like you're cousins with him.
Yeah, he races at my local track, man. He's fast. I think he got.
No, he's 9.
This weekend in Rockford.
He's 9.
No, his dad, Tommy, Tornado Tommy's 9.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to keep our lives straight.
But I'm seeing him at the local track. He got 5th place.
What? So what are you calling about, Dale?
I got a question for Nic Long.
Yep. Nick, can you?
Do y'all think he could drink a 5th of Jack Daniels and then he could beat the A-Pros?
Nick.
I mean, I can do the 5th of Jack Daniels, no problem. I'm going to need a couple hours of sleep in between to gather my marbles, and I could probably get it done.
I'm talking about before the race at like 8 a.m.
Have you ever tried that before? More importantly.
I have drinking during race day, but not a 5th of Jack.
It's impressive.
All right.
Are you?
Hey, last question.
Yep.
My son keeps seeing all these big seat poles, and I can't get one to fit in his Huffy. What do you think I should do about that? Do I gotta have that for him to go fast?
If you can get a couple of pieces of 2x4, nail them together, and then just put his seat on top of that, and then you can probably connect that to the bike somehow.
Yeah, all right. Boogity, let's go racing.
All right, Dale. Good chatting to you.
Yeah.
Night.
See you.
Hello.
This is a call for Samuel Willoughby. To accept this call.
Hello, Cafe Willoughby.
Hey, we'd like to place an order.
Yes, we would.
Yeah, this is Bobby Motormack from Real the Bear. Yeah, I got Colin Stiles here. We wanted to place an order, man. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Real talk. You got 24-inch coffees there?
24-inch what?
You got 24-inch coffees. Like is the size like a venti, latte, maxima? Is it 20-inch or 24-inch or 29-inch coffee?
We don't go that large.
We got this.
Oh, you don't go that large? Okay. So obviously you have coffees. We'd like a pizza.
Pizza, yep.
All the fixings, and I like my kangaroo thinly sliced.
Thinly sliced. Okay.
So rail the berm. What you guys were railing berms tonight? I hear you guys rail berms every Monday. What was on the show tonight?
So we got let us place our order, and then when your driver comes, then they can see who the guests are. But Bobby Motorback, what do you want? I wanted to talk to Elise. Is Elise home?
Yeah. We got Elise.
No, I'm kidding, man. Okay. So the address here is 3205 West Thunderbird in Phoenix, Arizona. Is that in your delivery area?
It is. We'll give us 6 hours.
We're gonna have Nick just take his Pro XL right out there.
Well, I heard if it's 6 hours or less, or 6 hours or more, that you guys pay for the delivery. Is that correct?
We'll be there in 5 and 55 probably.
Okay, very good. So I wanted my pizza with thinly sliced kangaroo. Bobby Motormack didn't order anything. You wanted a tall latte. So make it a 24-inch. What's the total on that? We'll have cash for you.
We don't do anything in 24-inch. We only operate in 20-inch here.
How about a galley smoothie? That would be cool.
A what?
So Bobby Motormack, just place an order, a Allen Smoothie. Okay, very good. So we'll see you in 6 hours. It better be here in 6 hours because we're not paying for it.
All right.
Very good. And will the driver be a female or a male? And what will they be driving?
Transvestite in a Prius.
Very good.
Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
Kangaroo with a heart, thank you. It's very good.
You all right?
Here with cash and expect a tip. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Thanks, Sammy.
See you in 5. Bye. All right.
That was the Rail the Berm guys. We got another call coming in.
Hello?
Oh, got to put it on.
Hang on. Sorry. Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Sam, it's Austin.
How you doing, Austin?
I'm doing good, man. Just wondering if you guys just want to let you want to know if you like the sticker, man. I gave it to Tyler Brown at the Spring National a couple.
Oh yeah, man.
Weeks ago.
Yeah, dude.
We did.
We got that sticker. That thing's rad, bro. Thanks for giving it to us.
Yeah, no problem, man.
He forgot to bring it over tonight. We're gonna put it up.
Okay.
Maybe next week.
Yeah, no, man. It's funny because I'm in California and I'm like, I always love watching you guys' stream, man. It's awesome.
We appreciate that. Thanks for the sticker and thanks for calling in.
Yeah, no problem, man. It's great to watch you guys. Nick, way to go out there, by the way, my friend.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Hopefully next time I will be able to join you guys in that pro-am.
There you go, man. You're always welcome. Jump on the gate.
Just sign up.
Oh, man, I was supposed to go out there this weekend, but missed it.
What happened?
I ended up going to celebrate my cousin's birthday in Half Moon Bay, so...
When you turn pro, you got to forget about your family.
Yeah, well,
Priorities, man.
Intermediate, but it would have been a good experience for me.
Have you heard of Tornado Tommy?
Oh my God, that kid's wild.
All right, man. Well, thanks for calling in, and we'll chat to you soon.
Yeah, no problem, man.
All right. See ya.
Hopefully see you at Grants, man.
We'll be there.
All right.
All right.
Later.
See you, Austin.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
That was like the biggest string of calls the show's ever had.
It was.
That was amazing.
Hot commodity.
Yeah. Remember, the number's still open. You guys can still keep calling in. We got Fitzwell still on tap.
Fitzwell, yes. We're going to play his little speech.
What's he got to say this week?
Wasn't a lot going on this week, but we'll see what he...
Euro rounds.
See what he has.
French Cup. I mean, there's a tangent pro-am.
Sylvain didn't give us anything from the French Cup. He was going to give us an update, but we didn't get anything.
Only one photo. He won. Both days.
One photo, Sylvain won.
Sylvain won the French
No
Cup.
disc break.
No disc break?
He didn't. Not in the photo. You couldn't see it.
Oh, I thought he took it off. I thought he finally came to his senses and took it off.
Yeah.
Well, should we get Fitzwell's intro and then give it a run? All right, here's Fitzwell's intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Well, let's hear from old Fitzy.
He's coming. Just bear with us.
Just hold on.
Boys, Dickie Fitz here. I tell you what, this week there was as much action as a married couple's bedroom. Fuck me, it was dead. Until Gork uncorked a ripper and took the women off my back for a week. They break bones too. Sarah said it on the show last week, Gork. Careful where you go there. Tangent Pro-Am was up north. Norway, they were racing on bricks. Great insight from Sarah, the freestyle chick last week. She said girls break bones too. Well, I know that. I never said they weren't human. Fuck, I like women too. Then maybe that's why they don't like me. Anyways, back to the races. The tangent
What a ticket.
Pro-Am, we were in Joey Bradford country. No sighting of this rare species though. Jukio, the Japanese bomber, threw it into turn 2 like it was Pearl Harbor in the semi-final. Our own stars, Nic Long and Tyler Brown, went first and fourth. The Banger Brothers were back, mixing it up on the track. Long's claiming he's back like Spinal Tap. His new sport short frame is creating bow-like explosivity. Pettigrew was back on the prowl, still trying to get a tag in, but Long said, "Follow me, son." No women's pro-am as they were all scared away by the Banger Brothers. Over the Atlantic Ocean, in Norway, where dead set going off on the bricks and sanders like a one-armed bricklayer in Baghdad. The women's class, they had enough riders to fill a 4-cross gate. 4 girls showed up in Norway. Sarah Walker's now lobbying for a 4-medal podium. Bell made slight rumblings but didn't produce a game. Whatever is brewing, it's going to be fucking massive. Bodarenko said, "Fuck it, I'll go." Along with Christensen, they shoved a big fuck-off triple down the first straight, and the 2-in, 1-out, no doubt, was on all weekend long. In the men's, Evans and Navistad split wins. In other news, the van has been parked after blowing the tyres off in Salt Lake. We won't have another van tour until the Euro Champs in a few weeks. And that's about all I've got for this week, to tell you the truth. There was fuck all going on, but send in your questions for next week, and I'll be thrilled to give you guys my insights. Much love all. See yous later. If you don't know, ask Bodarenko. Catch yous later.
So, hold on a second. There was only 4 women in the elite women class?
We got the video.
I don't have it on there. I'm going to have to load it up.
Anyway, yeah.
But I can load it up. So what, just because since they're all going to the Olympics, they don't need to race now, right?
Four chicks showed up in Norway.
Because every girl who races
what I thought was funny is that in their final or third moto, whatever it was, they went like lane 1, 3, 5, 7, like they all left one lane between each other.
Just spacing it out. Okay, I think okay, we got it here. Should we play the elite women?
Crank it up.
All right, give her a run.
Okay, the gate runs on, and here we go. It is a battle between Bondarenko and Christensen. Is it Denmark or Russia after the first turn? It's Denmark coming out here in the first turn, and on the outside, inside, coming Bondarenko. It's Fitzy on the number 3 position here in the third moto, but it's still...
All right, you guys get the point.
So four there.
4 there. 3 made it down the first straightaway. 3 made it on the podium.
Looked like a pretty cool track though over there.
Yeah,
brick turns, brick lips.
Brick lip. Let me pull it. You guys chat for a second about something, about that amazing race. I'll pull up.
Someone here's asking if in South Park there'll be AA pros. Of course, our own Nic Long's going. He's gonna win that one.
Win the title
on Friday. He's winning on Friday.
Starting there. Then 3 to 5 on the next day.
3 to 5 Saturday.
All right, I got the elite men loaded. You guys want to take a look at that?
Jukio didn't look stoked when Fitzwell made his comments.
You understood finally.
Man, the lead final from lane number 1 with lane number 40. Oh, it's into one another stuff. But in the lead now we have we have a big crash up into number 211. Doing out of Great Britain. It's Kyle Evans. And in the second position with the play 401. Oh, it's Curtis Maniton. And in the third position we have Jimmy Dingle. But Norway makes some noise. Dula taking on in the third position. But no, in the front we have double English riders. It's Great Britain. It's Kyle Evans. It's Curtis Maniton. Oh, in the photo finish. And in the third position we have...
Hell of a show the fellas put on there, huh?
Yeah, it was a decent little race, but
that was so Sylvan's question about the 23-inch top tube. Well, there's your answer. That gave him the extra inch that he needed at the finish line to keep the win, huh?
No fork in it.
It did, no fork in that. Yes, it was equal pay, George. €1,600 to win, men and women.
So 3 of them made it through the first straightaway, instant podium.
I'm actually sending Mum to the next round.
Yeah. She has got her bags packed. She's going to the Euro round.
Yeah.
Do we want to play the other clip, or is that good enough for that one?
That's pretty much.
That's pretty much good for that one. Should we get into Nic's long shot?
Nick.
Ooh, the long shot.
Nick's long shot. He is going to give us a long shot every week leading up to the World Champs. So we're going to start with junior women. Then we're going to do junior women, junior men, elite men, elite women, and masters for the Worlds. And Nick's going to give us not your favorites.
No. I'm going to talk about the favorites, and then I'm going to give you the long shot.
He's going to give us the long shot.
Okay.
Really looking forward to the Vet Pro long shot, though. I'm looking forward to the research for that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, anyways, junior women. The research today found that Bethany Shriver, watching her at the races, she's awesome. Great style and everything, too. Super cool chick. And then second and third in points is, I think it's Sai Sakakibara. And then
Call it Sushi Bar.
I think it's Sei Takayama.
Takayama.
Yeah.
We have a translator.
Takayama.
So those are the top 3 in points, and I've seen all of them race World Cups. Sai, I know she got a second in Rock Hill last year. I know Shriver's made a few mains. I'm not sure about.
I feel like you're picking the favorites.
I'm not picking it. I'm telling
he's going. He's giving us the roster.
The crowds know because how many people? I didn't even know.
Everyone follows
juniors are in there.
No, everyone follows junior women. You don't
huge
have
class.
to explain it.
There's a lot of fans for it.
All right, so long shot is I'm gonna give this one to, I think, our very own American Sophia Foresta.
Okay.
She's been out there training with Ariel, and
All right.
I think she's got a good eye on the track, and I think she could shoot for a podium at least.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. That's probably not a bad long shot. First year junior, is she, Tyler?
I think so, yeah.
No, second.
No?
Second.
She didn't race it last year because of the rule that you had to turn pro if you raced it.
That's right.
So she didn't race it. So she will be elite next year. So she's a second-year junior, first-time junior world racer, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there it is. You heard it first. Long shot for Esther.
Perfect. We got any more call-ins? Anybody else want to call in? Jump on the phone.
We need Grindle to call and give us a Rockford update.
Grindle, are you not watching, man? Come on, you must be slacking.
You could ask Big Don when he had him in the line. He watched every race there, no doubt.
We should get Don could do a long shot as well.
Nick's long shot and Don's long shot. Dong long shot.
Dong's long shot.
Dong's long shot.
What are your thoughts on the World Championships this year in Rock Hill? Just because the track has been...
We're reading the comments.
Well, that is a good point.
Let people know the question, though, in case for those that weren't on there.
Well, I was like...
you guys got that right.
But, Brett asked basically what our thoughts are on the World Champs, being that it is a track that pretty much everyone's raced on before. So, and it's a pretty simple track, to be honest, but I think it'll be good racing there. Like, guys can mix it up, girls can mix it up.
That's a good raceable track because you're not worried. Like, you can go in the turns and you can make moves and still get through the next straightaway, stuff like that.
But I think it's it's not gonna. You're not gonna be racing no one's gonna be racing the track there. Like, say, last year in Medellin was pretty technical track.
Yeah, it looked rough.
Took guys a bit of time to get it dialed in. So, so I think you'll find. I think that this will be one of the first worlds where you'll see there'll probably be 8 of the best guys and women on the gate in the final because there won't be that element of the track, you know.
For sure. I would agree with that. Well,
is there restrictions for ice? He retracted his message, but I got it before he did.
Oh.
So you can't do ice when you're racing.
No.
Well, you can in other not in elite.
But it's against the rules.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Ice.
I don't even know what the
ice. Like Eskimos and penguins and ice.
I have no idea what he's talking about either, so I'm with you.
It's on Cool Runnings.
Oh, there we go.
Grindle, he's not here. Maybe he's doing this. Maybe off to the bathroom. What's going on?
Maybe we should just end the show before we have any technical difficulties. This might be our first one where we might make it all the way through without something breaking.
Hang on, that might be Grindle.
No, this is one of the numbers that I would have called earlier. I don't know who this is. I'm not going to answer it.
Answer it.
It might be about the track.
Okay, well then we'll hang up.
Hello?
Tyler, my man.
It's
Grindle. What's up, dude? What's going on, bro?
What's happening, boys?
Nothing, man. We're just waiting for you to call in.
Yeah, I was watching. I had to run out and grab my headphones out of my van. That way, make sure I could hear you guys.
Perfect.
All right.
So what was the deal with Rockford, man? How was it?
Oh my goodness! You guys know how Rockford is. It was incredible. It was awesome. I'll tell you the weather. You know how it is out there in the Midwest. You guys, it changes hour by hour. And I'll tell you what, we lucked out all weekend in Rockford. It was beautiful. It rained after races, and man, I couldn't have asked for a better weekend out there.
So have you listened to pretty much the whole show tonight?
Oh, you bet.
Cool. So we actually were talking to our buddy Steve McFarland earlier. He wasn't too happy because Tornado Tommy was in the semis, and nobody announced him the entire lap. He was doing really good the first half of the track, and nobody announced him the whole lap. He actually called the ABA to complain about it. I don't know if that call made it on the show, but
It will.
It will.
Occasionally, I try to get everybody out there when I'm announcing it. I did see a new kid out there, and I was trying to catch his name as he was going around because I saw his dad kind of sneaking around the pits, looking around, and it was some good stuff. That's for sure. There was some good racing, and I would say we need to bring back the pro race at the Rock because I was there for the last one with Sam and the boys. And I'll tell you what, man, what a spectacular place to race. That's for sure.
Yeah, they need the pros back at the Rock.
But you couldn't read his number plate. Maybe that was the deal. We should ask Tornado Tommy, if Grindle was able to read his plate.
Oh, yeah.
He's a
Could have had it cluttered. When I was a kid, I put all the stickers on my
All
plate.
the sponsors?
All of my. I had so many
And his
sponsors.
number's actually 1,033, Tornado
So it's going to be a
Tommy.
tight fit.
Yeah, it's gonna barely fit on there.
Yeah.
How was the pro racing over the weekend? We saw there was some pro open racing. How was that?
Yeah, there was some good pro open racing. What we had Elijah Juan Davis, Elliot McGrath out there, Skylar Prather, Tyler Klumper, Shannon Taylor was in the mix. Let's see, Heather Coleman, one of the pro girls, she was out there. She was racing the pro open with the boys this weekend. It was some good
Nice.
stuff.
There we go. Did Lane Gaynor was out there too? Looked like he took the win one day, huh?
Lane Gator took the win one day. McGrath, I think it was Davis took it on Friday. So I think we had a mix with all those guys all weekend long on the podium. They were trying to change it up. It was good stuff.
What was the best race of the weekend, man?
Probably one of the best races of the weekend, I would say, was probably between J.C. Sinclair and Mackenzie Gayhart in that 14 girls class. Those girls, they battle it out all weekend long, and it was Gayhart finally got her at the line during the last moto of the weekend. It was some spectacular racing.
Nice. So, I guess you were talking in Salt Lake. You go to all the nationals now and calling them all. Give us a bit of an amateur update. Who's looking good for that AM title this year at sort of the halfway point?
Man, for the AM title, it's going to be a toss-up between that 16 class, with Jesse Welch and those guys. He's the current title holder right now, and I'll tell you what, man, he's at a target on his back all year long. You guys know how that goes. And then you get in that 17-18 group, and then the 1927X, and it's wide open from there. Any of those motos, could possibly be a pro open or even a double A main. You know how fast some of those kids are.
Yep. Good stuff.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for the call, giving us the quick rundown. It's good to have you on.
You bet, guys. It's great to be on Cafe Willoughby, and until next time, guys, keep it styled up, and I'll see you guys at the finish line.
Right on, brother. You have a good one. We'll talk to you later.
Right on. Good night. Bye.
Bye.
Our man Grindle keeping us in the loop.
That guy, he's the voice on the intro. Can't go wrong with Grindle. He on the mic. That guy kills it.
Yep. Good guy.
So what do you think we should jump to, Sam?
We can probably jump into our final Father's Day call.
Well, we got 2 left.
And sorry, we missed a call. Someone call us back.
Call us back, whoever it was. We could either do the ABA one or the other training dad.
I'm looking forward to who answered the phone call at ABA.
Should we go the ABA one first?
We got to call in.
Hello. Cafe Willoughby. Hang on, technical difficulty here. Hello.
Hey, boys, it's Fitzy. I'm out here hanging out with Dale, shooting some pool with a couple of friends, and just a quick question about I saw some Facebook. You guys got any input?
What? We didn't hear you. Say it again.
You cut out.
Oh, gee. So I'm hanging out with Dale, and you know how Dale is. He's got the
Bud Diesel in him, and it's going wild right now.
Bud Diesel.
Yeah, but so I was on Facebook earlier, and I saw the older women talking about how they're upset about this article that went out on USA BMX. It was like 41 and over cruiser class for women, and the article was like, it started off like, usually when you see this class out there, it's like watching paint dryer, grass grow. You know what I mean? That's how the article started off. And then he said, but when I see so-and-so go, you know, it's pretty interesting. So, but all these ladies are in an uproar about how he started off. What do you guys think about the 41 and over girls cruiser? You know, is it paint drying or is it interesting? What do you think?
Is it paint drying or is it interesting? 41 and over women's cruiser. I think it's...
Yeah, that's how the article started.
Let's go with it, Tyler. What do you think?
Well, he put me on the spot with that one.
We'll answer it.
Yeah. Is older women cruiser racing exciting? It's probably not the most, but neither are a lot of classes at the racetrack. There's plenty of races that are boring to watch, but it's fun that they're out there racing, and I give them the respect for jumping on the gate and doing it. I know when I'm that age, I probably won't be out on the track anymore racing, but I mean, more power to them for jumping on the gate and doing it. Because I know, like I said, there's plenty of classes that I think are boring to watch, but we still watch them and they run it.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, these ladies on Facebook are in an uproar. There's like 50 shares, and they're all very mad.
I think Weatherford jumped on there though and said something that I thought was pretty funny. I don't know exactly what he said. Something along the lines of like, everybody gets upset about an opinion. Like one person puts out an opinion, and then it just makes everybody who doesn't agree with that opinion mad about it. It was just Gork's opinion. He said, "Hey, I think it's boring to watch."
And I agree. Like let's be honest. It is good that they race and it's fun, but those ladies have honestly got to be honest as well. And I mean, they're not doing it to thinking that they're entertaining a massive crowd.
Or same thing with like a 6-year-old.
They're doing it because they like it, because it's a bit of fun. Like
same thing with like a 6-year-old novice race. It's like, oh, that's cute because they're little and stuff like that. But it's not like, oh my gosh, look at that insane racing action. You know what I mean? But it's just Gork's opinion. But yes, he is getting absolutely roasted online because of it.
Hashtag fake news.
That's real news.
Fake news, but it's sort of starting uproar, let me tell you.
What's your opinion on the subject? What do you think?
Oh, well, shit, I'm right there with Gork, man.
Hey, if
like
all the older women...
But, I mean, they're there because, like you said, I mean, their kids are more than likely, or their kids are out there racing, so they're like, you know, fuck it, let me get on a bike, I'm going to roll around the track, too.
Yeah, might as well. I'll agree with that, yeah.
What's Nick?
I was going to say, I mean, if all the older women's cruisers, the mom's cruisers are out there, you know, living it up like Michelle Singer, she's drinking between
she's
motos.
Partying with the pros.
Yeah, she's partying between motos, smoking cigarettes every lap. I think they need to live it up like that.
Yeah, they all need to take after Michelle Singer.
Is that like the answer cigarette? Like they just...
Yeah.
Just lung dart before the motos.
Exactly.
Warm up. No doubt about it.
Word. All right. Well.
One more question,
Yep.
Sam. So I was in Indy last summer hanging out with Dale, and we ran into this underwater welder. Her name was Tank. She said that she ran into you guys too. You and Elise. You know who I'm talking about by chance?
Oh, she was a dime piece.
You knew some silver medalist.
She was a dime piece. Yeah, I remember. Underwater welder.
She was the underwater welder. Yeah, I was wondering if you knew her, man. She was crazy. She punched me in the mouth right when I saw her. I didn't even say anything yet.
I remember that.
We've been there, done that.
Yeah, I remember the underwater welder. She was, she was a good girl.
And she's about as wide as she was tall, but I bet you she was good at welding.
What a lady, what a lady.
I think Elise remember. Do you remember the underwater welder? You don't remember the underwater welder from Indy?
Dang.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
All right.
Oh, she remembers, thanks.
She remembers.
All right, man.
She's been jealous of us since.
You and Dale go slam a Coors, and you guys have a good time.
Bud
All
Diesel.
right, gentlemen. Thanks for the show. It was a good one tonight.
All right. Later, boys.
Hey, we had somebody else call in. We saw we were getting a mixed call. Oh, well, there it is.
We're
Perfect.
live tonight.
Dang.
Hello, Cafe Willoughby.
Speakerphone. Hold on.
I hung up.
Oh, we lost it.
Call back.
Wherever you are, keep calling back.
We want you.
We want you in. Maybe we should call Gork and ask his opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Should we?
I'll fix on it again.
Yeah.
What's Dale Fick got to say?
Should we call Gork and ask him?
When training for Supercross races or Worlds coming up, you're going to have to use the big starting hill Olympic facilities. Yeah, they use the big starting hill here training for the Worlds.
Yeah. Even though nobody knows what you asked. Since Sam just mumbled it the whole time. Unless you're watching.
All right, here we go.
This is a call for.
Hello, Cafe Willoughby.
Who keeps calling and hanging up?
Damn it!
Somebody's a real funny guy, aren't they?
What an asshole.
Should we do the ABA call?
Yeah, we'll do that. You want to just play it on there, or?
I don't care. You
do
tell me.
We want the studio to hear it.
Yeah. Oh, the ABA call is the protest dad. And then we actually got another training call dad in.
All
But
right.
it's kind of long. It's like 9 minutes long. Who's this one?
It's ABA.
So this is your classic protest dad, the one that's just never happy about anything, and something always went wrong with little Tommy.
Extension number 255.
We gave the ABA a chat. Just wanted to see what they thought about our protest. Steve was very upset about it.
Steve's busy. He's busy with calls.
He's a busy man.
Steve made like an hour of calls today.
Membership, this is Gabby.
Hi, Gabby. This is Steve again. Sorry we got cut off.
Hi, Faith.
Yeah, so I'm calling about from the National in Rockford. My son, he races in the 9 class. Tommy McFarland. And so he was sitting in the 7th spot in the semis.
Okay.
Now he didn't end up transferring through the main event. Now I did place a protest on the weekend because he was cut off down the last straightaway, which ended up causing him not to make it out of that semi. And I'm noticing now in the points he's actually dropped from the 65 spot back to the 67 spot in the national rankings.
Okay, but you know what? The team isn't even back from Rockford yet, and what you're seeing national on the website,
Well, that's kind of the problem. You know, we tried to lob a protest at the finish line, and they didn't seem to give us the time of day to hear out Tommy's case.
Did you talk to Jen? You talked to Jen or Bill Morris?
I talked to a lady at the finish line, yeah.
The scorer?
Yeah.
With the long nails?
Yeah, that was her, yeah. Nice lady, but
okay.
She was quite busy. She didn't have a lot of time. And I guess the deal is that main event is going to cost his points.
Well, we haven't even entered that race yet. So what you're seeing on the website.
So
I mean, I updated points right now, but I didn't even touch national and NAG. I just did district, Gold Cup, and state.
Okay, well, because he was sitting 65.
65.
I mean, I updated the national points on Friday, I think, I don't even know when the last time. But
this lady is a saint for dealing with this crap all the
It
time.
takes into account the single point races as well, because for every single point race you do, you get 10 extra national points, up to 80 points. So
we're not hitting the singles.
if you hit some single point races before October 15, you're going to add 10 points for every single point race. Just do 8 single point races, and you'll add 80 points.
Science.
I understand that, but he was looking for more points. Well, that's why we're hitting these nationals. That's why we went to Rockford.
Well, it's only going to use the best 7 scores.
Okay.
So you can hit as many nationals as you want, but it's only going to take your best 7 scores, plus your bonus points.
Well, he's trying...
And we haven't even entered Rockford yet.
Well, he's trying to make the NAG 5 challenge.
Okay.
9-year-old intermediate.
I mean, if you're still...
No, just 9.
So
If you're still talking about what happened at Rockford, you're going to have to talk to the team when they get back because I wasn't there, so I can't do anything.
And can we lob a protest this week about the semifinal?
You can talk to, I mean, it's going to be the same people that you talk to at the race because that's the team that runs it. So you can, and Jen's the scorer. I mean, there's also Bill or I don't even know which of the guys were there.
Well,
hang on one second, okay? What race was it?
This was in Rockford.
I know, but what?
I was in the nines.
9 inner?
9 inners.
Okay, hang on one second.
We go on hold for a bit here, so I'm going to skip forward.
You don't want us to sit here while we're on hold, listen to the music?
No. But this lady at the ABA, like Tyler said, she is a saint for dealing with this. I'm sure she actually deals with it.
She probably just another day in the office for her.
You know what? She is getting paid.
We do have 2 other ones that we can do too. If you guys want to hear them, put them in the comment section, or if you're over it, we have another sponsor me dad and another training dad. We got DB Derek Betcher on the phone, and we also called Rebel Run Travis Costney for some training tips.
Yeah.
So let us know if you want to hear either one of those.
What I can do, I can put you to Chris's voicemail, but they're not. They'll be back tomorrow in the office, and he can return your call then. But that's the only thing I can say. I can't.
Okay.
The people they're the ones that were there, and they're the only ones that can do anything.
I have a video of the last straightaway.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to talk to Chris about that.
So I can send the video to Chris?
You can, yeah, if you want, but I mean, I think you may, I don't know if you talked to him at the race, but they're the, like I said, the people you're going to have to talk to are the ones you probably already did, so I don't know if that's going to make a difference, but I can certainly, I can give you his email, and I can send you to his voicemail.
Well,
his email is Chris, CHRIS, at usabmx.com.
Okay, and that's the formal spot that you send protests to.
Yeah, he's one of the national team.
Okay, I can try to send a protest there. I mean, we tried to lob one on the weekend because, I mean, like I said, I mean, what's done is done, but this is different. This could be the difference between Tommy going nag 5 or not.
Okay. Yeah, but I wasn't, because I wasn't there. There's really, that's all I can do is just give you emails and that. But you can certainly send it to Chris at usabmx.com.
Okay, I'll do that. I appreciate you.
No problem. You have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Well, it looks like you guys want to hear more, so we'll give it to them.
That's the point,
Dad. They've requested for DB next, the sponsor dad. This is your typical dad that just looking for a ride no matter what.
Yep.
So we figure we get speed code TM Derek Betcher. Come to find out, Derek's actually not even the team manager, which we found out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of this, but we found that out. So we got that one ready to go too. So we can give Speedco, give him a call. Hear what he has to say. Maybe. We'll get it figured out.
Keep talking.
So anyway. Nick, you got a nice beard, huh?
Oh, I meant to shave. I shaved my neck, and I got out and was rushing when I was late here today, so.
Just figured you'd leave it. Were you going to shave the whole thing?
No, I just leave the rough, but it's just a little bit too long. My face looks fat.
All right, here we go.
Oh, here we go, DB.
Hello?
Hey man, how's it going? I'm calling for Derek. Is this him?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Derek, how's it going? My name is Steve McFarland. I got your number from Kurt over at J&R Bicycles over the weekend. I was in Rockford, and he told me to give you a call.
What's up?
Yeah. So basically, we were in Rockford over the weekend. We were out there, and my son was back at the Gates hitting some gates, and Kurt came over and chatted with us, and he said that we'd be a real good fit on the Speed Code team. So he told me to give you a call and talk to you about some team stuff. Are you the team manager?
No, I'm not. There's a guy named Randy that is.
Randy.
Didn't even know Randy.
He said he really liked what he saw. We're actually already on the Speedco 20-inch, and we need to get a cruiser. So he told me that you might be the guy to talk to about getting him a cruiser dialed in.
He's no better dude to talk to than I am. I mean, he's the owner.
Yeah, that's weird, man. Yeah, that's why he just told me to give you a call and we're getting ready to go to Worlds here pretty soon. My son is 9 years old, Tornado Tommy. He just made the Worlds team. We're so excited about him going to the World Championship this year. He didn't qualify on 20-inch, but he made it in cruiser. So that's why our main concern is getting him a cruiser. And we thought it'd be really cool to get on the team with you guys.
Stevie hung up on us. Would you believe that bullcrap? Derek, I want my freaking cruiser. I want my Speedco cruiser for Tornado. All right. Gosh!
You should have went through Randy.
What a jerk!
Call Randy.
We might have to give Randy a call. I'm really disappointed at Derek for not even hearing. Yeah, I want my cruiser, Derek. Put it in the mail, or bring it to practice on Tuesday. All right? Jeez.
Tornado Tommy just ruffling feathers around the industry today.
Big day.
Yeah.
Big day.
Should we do our last call and then wrap up the show with that one?
Yeah, we'll do call-ins. We got voicemails still, but
Didn't even know we had voicemails.
we had one.
Oh, so we got one more. This one we couldn't get we actually had two training dad ones because we had one and then Kramer called in and that was a great one, so we just kept that one going. But we do have another training dad. This one was from Rebel Run. We got some training insight from the man himself, Travis Postany. We ready?
Let's do it.
Hey, man, how's it going? I'm calling for Travis.
This is him.
Hey, Travis, how's it going? My name's Steve McFarland.
Oh, we got a phone call.
Going back live.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, is this Cafe Willoughby?
This is it.
Hey, this is Seymour Swanson does it. Long-time caller, first-time listener. Hey, I called back a week ago.
One-time caller, first-time listener.
Have you guys heard anything from Trent Jones? Because listen, my penis was ultra flaccid when Trent left the U.S. I'm his biggest fan, and now I seen he has a montage video like Rocky IV, like him fighting Apollo Creed. Trent Jones is coming back to America, and I heard he's gonna whoop Nic Long's ass at South Park. Is this true? You guys
Second
know
bit.
this?
Only on day 2. Nick's winning day 1.
All right. I just want to make sure you guys knew. Thank you, and I love you. Bye.
You're a big Trent Jones fan.
Oh, he just hung up on us.
All right, back to the
Rebel Run call. You guys must be bored if you want to keep hearing us prank call people all night.
Yeah, me and my son, his name is Tornado Tommy. We want to get some training in. We'd like to see what all your camp involves, like what you guys do out there on a daily basis.
All right, for the summer camps?
I mean, whatever you have going on, we don't really know too much, so we just want to get some information. We're looking to get some training in.
Okay. Yeah. So for the summer camps, they're week-long, Monday through Friday. We have 2 left open at the end of July and early August, and then mid-August.
Well, we're looking to go to the World Championship, so we need to get something in before then. We didn't qualify in 20-inch, but we qualified in cruiser, so we need some training in on the big wheel bike before we hit the Worlds. You know.
big real bot.
Yeah. We don't have any spots open for the camps, but if you wanted to come down, we could still, train you throughout the day and all that, but we wouldn't have any place for you to stay here.
What guy?
Because every bed would be, and everything's booked for the camp.
Right. Okay. Who's y'all head coach down there?
Myself and Bubba Harris.
Oh, Bubba. I think I heard of that guy. He raced amateur. He raced himself, right?
Oh yeah. He was the 3-time national #1 pro, 2004, 5, and 6.
Amazing.
The 2005 Elite World Champion.
Damn, and he trained the tornado?
Damn.
He trained the tornado.
What's that?
I said, damn, he trained the tornado?
He would.
Holy smokes.
I thought for sure he was going to catch up at that point.
Yeah.
What kind of training y'all do?
Pure salesman.
Like, what do you recommend on a daily basis as far as training goes, just to help with Rock Hill? Like, we've got him on a small gear right now. We've got him on a 40-17, just trying to work on his leg speed.
Oh my god.
Is that something you guys would recommend?
And man, it depends on everything else you've been doing. It depends on what you're going to continue to be doing until then, really.
Well, I've got the same bike on his cruiser and his 20-inch just because I want the gears to stay the same. So that's what we're trying to do right now. Just keep everything the same, but just get his legs just spin to win, baby, spin to win.
Yeah. I mean, if I was going to tell you to do one thing, if you're going to stick with one type of sprints, that's the kind I would do. If possible, I would do it with your normal race gear, but find a downhill somewhere.
Good advice, coach.
And kind of start off at half speed or almost full speed,
Figure this out.
and then start your sprint at almost full speed, and then just top them out. And then if you can, pull them into the sprint with something to where you get him going right at top speed, and then start the sprint so he's full out spinning the whole way.
Okay, like pulling behind my truck, get him moving behind that?
Yeah, just anything like that. If he's comfortable with doing that.
No, listen.
Yeah.
Well, he's only 6, so that's the problem. That's what I'm worried about.
Okay, yeah, that probably wouldn't work then.
That probably would work.
We'll give him a run. If Rebel Run does it, we'll do it.
I mean, yeah, if it's comfortable. I mean, we have a big downhill slope, and we'll just pull him into it with like a golf cart or something like that. But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna
High
do,
science.
kind of stick with the same thing consistent, that would be one good thing to do for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we've been training real hard with that. We've been doing like 20 sprints every day. We get out on the road. I've got him doing some push-ups, some sit-ups, his abs. We're trying to work on that six-pack. We just really want to put something together here for this World Championship. It really means a lot to us.
Yeah.
So you would recommend just doing some day camp stuff? You think that's going to be our best option?
Yeah, I mean, you can. Yeah, for sure. You could come out. Like I said, you can stay in the area, stay here as long as you want. We'll train you as long as you're here. We just don't have any room for any extra bodies to stay here.
Okay. There's no, even if he just like sleeps on the floor or something like that, he can't just stay there?
No, we're literally maxed out, man.
Fire code.
Well, that's cool.
We're pushing it already.
That's cool for you guys, man. That's cool.
What about the foam pit?
Would I be able to attend all these sessions myself and watch? I really like to be as hands-on as possible.
Yeah, of course.
Excellent. How does that work? Do we do something for the day, or is it by the hour? I mean, we want to book as much time as possible that y'all have leading up to Rock Hill. We want to be there as much as we possibly
Tornado's
can.
ready to train.
Yeah. It goes. I mean, you can do it by the hour of the day or by the week. If you just want to let me know how long you want to be here for, and then we'll figure. Well, I'll come up with a deal for you. I mean, obviously, the longer you stay, the cheaper it kind of gets.
All right. When's that Bubba guy going to be there? We'd probably like to come when he's there too.
He'll be here. Let me look at the schedule real quick.
Travis is just the ultimate salesman.
Yeah.
Just killing it. I'm ready to book a week there myself after this call, actually. Gotta flip through the notes.
Come on, Trav.
We really want Bubba.
Let's see. He's here now. He'll be here June through the 25th for that week. And then he'll be here July 3rd to the 7th for that week.
Now,
July 17th to the 21st.
Now, here, I got a couple questions, just throwing some ideas out at you. Can we park our motorhome maybe at the camp there? Would that be a possibility as a place to stay?
Yeah, you can do that.
yeah.
Okay, that's good. Another thing I heard is the hill is really big there. Y'all have like a supercross style hill or something that like we're going to be riding on in Rock Hill?
We don't have a supercross hill, but we do have a tall, steep hill.
Okay, excellent. It's a fairly big motorhome. It's like 70 feet. Is that going to be all right? She's a rig, let me tell you.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Excellent. Travis, I like the way this is going. I mean, we want to make this happen. We want to do what we can. What's the best way to contact you? We'll run through some dates. Like I said, we want to do whatever we can to make this World Championship make it happen for him.
Yeah, just give me a call, man. We'll schedule it in.
All right. Excellent, Travis. Well, thanks for your time, man. I really, really appreciate it. And we're going to do what we can. We're going to win the Worlds, and it's all going to be because of you and Rebel Run, man. I tell you what, it's going to be great. We're going.
Awesome, dude.
Right, brother. You have a good day. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, you too.
All right, bye.
Steve was hyped, man.
We're going to win.
I think to add that was the that was not only the classic training dad, that was the wee dad. That's what that one was. That was the wee dad. We're going to win. How'd you do today? Oh, well, we had a rough moto, or we've been training. You know, the classic wee dad. That was the training dad, but that was the wee dad.
Good stuff. Yeah.
I think it's pretty much everything on the show, huh? We have a voicemail?
We have a voicemail.
Run through the voicemail. All one of them. And then if we got any more calls, call in now. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
First-time caller, long-time listener. My name is Rick Tibbetts.
Oh! We got another caller.
Hello.
Is it on speakerphone?
Hello. Hello.
Hello, is this Cafe Willoughby?
This is.
Oh, holy crap, this is cool. I was wondering, I got a question. My name's Mitchell. I got a question regarding Nic Long's new frame.
Yep. We got him here. Fire away.
Yeah, do you think that'll ever be a production frame, like a signature frame?
Well, it's nothing special about the frame. It's just the double XL. I had that signature one. It was just the long, and it just had a 17.2 rear end. But I'm just on the double XL right now. The only difference is that I'm getting custom dropouts made since they're interchangeable. And I can't remember his name. I met him last week, but it's the guy who does a lot of tangents, custom stuff. He's just making them for me, so it'll just be a little bit longer than the current double XL, and they'll have a disc brake mount.
For the disc.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Sure is.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Catch you later.
That's really cool. All right, bye.
Thanks for calling in. Bye.
Voicemail again?
Okay.
This better be one hell of a voicemail.
What was his name? Dick Vivid?
We'll play it again.
Cafe Willoughby, first-time caller, long-time listener. My name is Rick Tibbetts. I'm a local out at DeSoto BMX, and my favorite pro of all time is Jason Rogers. My question's for Sam. A lot of these double-A trolls these days, they want to slice the bacon, but they ain't willing to cut the cheese. I'd like to know how much you were paying Sean Dwight, tell you how much to deadlift, and if you think that investment paid off. Love the show, guys. I'll chat soon. Take care.
Great voicemail.
So what was his question? I didn't hear it.
He said a lot of these pros these days, they want to flash the bacon, but they
not cut the cheese.
Not cut the cheese. And he was wondering how much I paid Sean Dwight and if I thought it paid off. Well, I paid Sean probably more than a lot of pros are making, but it paid off. I had a lot of success with Sean.
Yeah. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. It worked. There you go. What was his name again?
I don't know what his name was.
It doesn't really matter, I
But
guess.
we'll try to grab it again.
Hopefully he'll call in again. He sounded like an interesting character. I'd like to hear more from him.
Cafe Willoughby, first-time caller, long-time listener. My name is Rick Tibbetts.
Rick Vivid. Is that what you got?
Rick, something like that, yeah.
Rick something.
From DeSoto, Texas.
There you go. There you go. Cool, dudes.
Another one. Let me have a look. Might not have downloaded yet.
Yeah, gotta refresh it.
Anything you want to chat about, Nick? Anything on your mind? Oh, there is one. Here we go. Okay, we do have another voicemail.
All right, perfect. Let's give it a play, this one. Looking forward to it.
Hi, boys. It's Mrs. Fitzwell. I hope you guys are having a good show. I just wanted to send in my love to my darling husband, Dick. I hope you had a fantastic Father's Day. The little ones miss you lots. Hope you guys are having a top-of-the-notch show. And we'll see you when you get home. I have a roast on the dinner table waiting for you, my sweet hunk. Good night, boys.
Well, that's nice of Dick's wife to call in, but Dick's not with us, so I don't know where he is.
Don't know why she's calling this show.
Dick's being shady.
He's being shady right now. He
So
might get caught.
you think Dick is saying he's with us and then creeping?
It sounds like I think he's out dicking around.
Creeper
Putting
Dick.
pressure on
Yeah.
us to keep the truth.
Dick's dicking?
Dicking.
He's dicking down.
Dick's dicking.
Hopefully she doesn't watch the show. Hopefully she just calls in.
Time zone might be different. She might be off. He was good for a couple hours.
Oh,
You better get home.
Dick, you're in trouble. You better get home.
You
to the
better get
missus.
on home, Dick.
We're not saving you any longer. All right, guys. I think that kind of wraps up the show for today, huh?
Yeah, unless we get any call-ins here in the next couple of minutes. But,
Nick,
that's
Nick, what's
pretty
your
much-
long shot next week? What class are you doing next week?
Long shot, we're doing junior men, and I got some in mind, at least the couple of top guys, so I'm going to have to do my research for the long shot, though.
Okay.
Perfect. Well,
anything Jukio wants to say?
Jukio, you want to say?
Come over here.
Oh, wait,
tell him.
You're not going to be here next Monday, are you?
I'm not.
This show might be
So it might be
Samless.
Jukio then. No, he won't be here either.
Jukio,
Say hello.
anything you want to say?
Sayonara.
Sayonara.
Stay down. There we go.
Okay.
There you go. Tell him. You do it.
視聴ありがとうございます。また次回も見てください。さようなら。
You want to tell him how you're number one at flat pedal sprints against me?
Yeah.
Jukio number one flat pedal sprinter.
Flat pedal sprint.
What kind of pedals?
Frat.
Flat pedal.
Frat. Okay.
Come
like
over.
Frat po.
Frat pro.
Come over.
Like frat pro. Jukio, that was good insight. And Tangent Pro-Am, good?
Good.
Good.
Second turn?
Second turn.
Yeah.
Race.
Semi.
Semi.
Semi. Yeah. And back.
Yeah.
Hit.
Ooh.
And rear tire.
Yeah.
Yes.
This guy was going fast though. He was.
It looked like it. I've seen the videos.
In the second straight, he went from like 6th to 3rd place all in the second straightaway. So
You demand, Jukio. Japanese national championship coming up.
Yeah.
Jukio got to be number one.
Number one.
Keep the sleeve.
Keep the sleeve. Yeah, Jukio.
All right, guys, that's a wrap for Cafe Willoughby tonight. We'll see you guys next Monday. Have a good rest of your week. See ya.
See you.